Women could do it. Men can't.
It could have been better as a porn.
Go fuck yourself, Tuffy!
Because you're so cute and little.
Finish him.
Oh, fuck. I can't believe you've done this.
Well, look who skipped their meds today. And then it was just like, I should drink less.
That's my wife. Woo.
Come home to daddy.
All right, say some stuffs.
Some stuffs.
Some stuff! So you're like, I'm still in that red zone where I can continue reoffending for a small period of time where it's still like the same original offense. It's like double jeopardy. You can't get me twice because you still got me on the last one.
I got all these daddy issues. Welcome to Daddy Issues.
Alright, I think once Laura's comfortably done grinding, we'll be ready to go, yes? Spliff?
Yeah, go ahead.
Spliff time! Cheers, everybody! Cheers. Welcome!
I already smoked mine.
Did you smoke the whole fucking thing already? Jesus.
Yeah.
It was only a little one.
Oh.
It was only a little one.
It was a little one.
Here's a baby. Alright. Welcome to Daddy Issues, bitches! Hi!
Hey.
Hello.
I love titties in the room. I'm so excited. I love boobs.
I love.
Yay. She sounds like a
Yeah,
sexy
fantastic.
old lady. I'm ready to have it now. God, I'm about to get some of that sit syndrome going on here. I'm like, oh, what's she cooking over there? What's going on? Ooh. Actually, she sounds amazing. She's not an old lady. Her name is Laura. She's lovely. Hello, Laura. Welcome to Daddy Issues. We have them. You're here.
Hello.
Hi.
She is one of my best friends in the whole world. She's coming over later. She's coming over later to help me with the grand clear out.
The grand clear out.
Are you ready?
That's
We're gonna wash the walls.
Okay,
I am so ready.
this is how you know this is a bitch show. Because, like, y'all are getting juiced up about fucking cleaning and, like, purging shit. And I understand, because I was exactly you a week ago. I was like, I'm getting rid of this, and I'm fucking cleaning that. None of this matters anymore.
It's like soul cleansing.
It is.
To go through and just throw out a ton of shit that's cluttering up your house. It's like,
Yep.
I don't know. There's something so great about that.
My garage is
You know what?
next.
I don't. What did I tell you? I have a question for Laura before, because I'm about to go into this story about the first time I saw Ben's bedroom, and I went in. It was a tiny bedroom with a giant bed, just like now. It wasn't as giant, but compared to the size of his bedroom was tiny. So he had the bed, and he had like these drawers at the foot of the bed with the TV on top of it, and this one of those horrible cloth wardrobes, the canvas ones.
Like you get
Had one of those. Yeah, and it was like all clean, and the bed was made and everything, and I was like, I'm not buying this. I'm not buying this at all. So, because I mean, it's like, have you met Ben? You know he's messy. Like upon first meeting him, you know he's a messy he's like just a silly, you know.
So
I looked under
rotten
his
in
bed.
Denmark over here. I don't fucking buy it.
So I looked under the bed, and under the bed was just so much shit, like old bottles of rum and soda bottles and ashtrays. He had just shoved like clothes. He had just shoved everything under his bed before I came over.
All of the mistakes from the night before are like, whoops, they're under there now. Never fucking happened.
Laura's partner, Laura's guy, who is a friend of ours as well and is adorable. There have been stories told about his bedroom from before they got together, and like just the state of it all. So I gotta
like
ask
ham
Laura.
sandwiches
The first time
in the bed or something.
I believe at one point he was doing a grand start out, and he lifted his mattress up, and there was like a used maxi pad under it. Like under the mattress.
No, son. No, that is breakup material.
He wasn't
just like
Yeah.
This is the thing. Yeah. This is the thing about Luke. That wasn't even a girlfriend. That was like a one-night stand of some sort. Because before Laura came along, the whole time I knew Luke, before Laura, he was single and just a massive whore. Like, he just fucked.
You know that
He was a
handles
big
the Red
whore.
Sea well, then. He's just like, I'm in it! One night stand,
So
fuck it.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
he
we
was,
used to
he
find
was
all
just,
sorts of things.
See?
yeah, he just was a massive whore. And then Laura came along, and he's like, you know what, being a whore isn't all as great. I quite like her, and they've been together ever since. Yeah.
How long
I know,
you been
whenever
together?
we
Issues eventually.
How long have you been together?
About 6.5 years.
Wow.
It's been a while.
The hoe. You turned the hoe into a housewife.
She is
Look at her
no,
grin,
she is
too.
now
She's like, yeah, I did do that. I did it. Haha.
like that's Laura's new title on Daddy Issues. Whenever you come over, you shall from henceforth be known as Laura the Hoe Slayer.
The hoe slayer! I love it! It's so appropriate. 'Cause
So I've
she's
got to
like
ask
understand.
the first.
Oh, I was gonna say she's like understated, but like she could slay some hoes. I believe it. Anyway, what were you saying?
Yeah, I heard a bit about her in bed when they first got together from Luke. I was like, she man, because Luke was like, yeah, I just kind of keep going until they're done, and I'm like, so when's she done? And he was like, she's never done, and I was like, I like her.
So good. You know what? I want just one guy to say about. I want somebody to fucking say that about me. I want them to be like, she's never done. Because I'm never fucking done with you. I'm not done with you yet. Get back in here. Get back in here.
That was like a, but yeah, the whole point of me bringing it up in the first place is I've got to know the first time you saw Luke's bedroom. What was that like? Like, was it clean? Was it messy? Did he have everything shoved under the bed like Ben?
How many bodies did you have to step over? Just asking.
Well, the old house, because I used to live there before we moved here. The old house, it was very, very small. So, and he had a lot of stuff. So it was as clean as it could.
So,
Yeah.
so it was like cluttered.
Kind
But
of cluttered,
organized.
but it wasn't like dirty.
Okay.
Yeah.
So not
That's
strict-
acceptable.
Yeah, like I would expect that from a dude. I'd be more suspect if everything was like looking spotless. That's a fucking
Like
red
Ben's
flag.
Some big whip round before you came over, like
That's
cleaning
right.
everything.
Yeah. No, he came around with the fucking Windex and the Clorox, and I'm wondering why. Where's all the splooge at still? How many O's did you clear out of here before I walked in? I just want to know. I mean, I'm asking for a friend. I always want to know things that I have no business knowing. I always ask for shit that's so inappropriate to ask. And not like...
That's great. That's what I like about you, though.
You're curious.
That's why we're such good friends, because you like to ask inappropriate shit, and I just don't give a shit, so I'll answer whatever question.
She really does. She really does. And there was like, I was on the phone with her, and we were just talking. We weren't recording, which we should be most of the time, which we are talking. We were talking about something, and my friend is listening to us talk. She was like, oh my God. And I'm like, oh yeah. So then they put the cock in it's not even, it's not weird. It's only weird if you make it
It's
weird.
not.
You just ease into it.
Right? See, that's when people act all shocked about something I said. That's what I like to do. It's like, don't make it weird, dude.
Don't make it weird.
Don't make,
It's
don't be
weird
that
if you make
guy
it
that makes
weird.
it weird.
Yeah. Be Laura. Be chill as fuck. Look at this. I'm just amazed. Okay, and I don't even think it's because she's smoking. I just think, I've seen her several times now on screen, and every time she always has the same, I fucking know my shit kind of look. And I'm always
That's
like,
because she does.
she does. She fucking, she
I'm
knows
sure
her shit.
that's an exaggeration.
No, it's not. Look at you. Even while you're saying that, I don't believe you because you already know.
Oh, tis a ruse.
No. You cut your hair short because if you had it any longer, everybody would be like, that's where she hides her secrets. They'd tear that shit off you like Aslan in the fucking Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. They'd be like, there's all the fucking truth in there.
Bitch, I hope the fuck you do. You'll be a dead son of a bitch, I tell you that.
All right. Speaking of truth, I want to talk about some I wanna talk about exes, guys. Let's do that.
Exes, eh?
Yeah, because
I have some of them.
Yeah, so do we all, and I feel like that's why we should share. Let's share. Anyone before me,
Wait.
please.
No, we're not sharing about exes yet because I have been dying.
Are you alpha dogs right now?
I am. Because you're gonna love it though, because I've been dying to have Laura on the show so she can tell us about a very strategic orgy experience that she had.
Okay, I did hear rumors of this story. Orgy, go.
Rumors.
No, they're not rumors anymore. There were rumors before I heard about them. Then now they're truths that I need. Really, I need ammo
She needs
for
it
later.
for life.
I need it later. I'm lonely, Laura.
Okay. I'll regale you with tales of my past.
Thank you. I'll bring out the meat.
Like an old sea captain.
Alright.
So, shall I just tell the story?
Yes. Tell us.
Yeah, go
how,
for it.
How do you
Go for it.
orgy? How do you get there?
What do you mean, how do you orgy?
No, I've never had an orgy.
Okay, it's very rarely planned in that experience. But
Yeah, it's always spontaneous orgy,
there was one
isn't
time
it?
that it was, and yeah, it was just like in all the films. It was great.
I thought Eyes Wide Shut, so see, we're talking about different kinds of orgies. See, already I'm learning something.
Okay, it's a lot more low-key than that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, I was out of an evening with one of my friends from art school, and we went out drinking as we used to do, because at the time he was unemployed and I was unemployed, and we both just sort of bummed about together on like a random Tuesday.
So, like, art students.
So, like,
Yeah, we were kind of
thespians, art
just continuing
students.
on this whole thing. So we out drinking. So there's me, and there's my friend Dale, and we meet up with some of his friends. I don't always like Dale's friends, to be honest. He makes friends with just about everybody because he's a very positive person. But so I was like, oh no. who are we
You're
gonna
like,
see
ew.
here?
God
Yeah,
damn
it's
it.
gonna be that weird dude again. Oh
My
no.
fate.
I have a co-host like that, not her, the other one. Like he's like so fucking nice and likable. I'm like, who are you? Ugh. Adorable.
I know, I ain't got no patience for that. But Dale's like,
I ain't got no patience for that. So go on.
So we out drinking at the pub, and there's two people come in and like sit with us who we kind of know. Dale knows them, and there's a guy and a girl. I've met the guy before. I don't care for him. I don't know. There's just something slightly pathetic about him. I don't know. Don't like it.
Just
Are you
sad.
talking about Monkey? Are you talking about Monkey?
No,
right now?
no.
Oh, is
yeah.
that later? Is that later
Yeah.
on? Okay.
That's part of the orgy. We'll get there, apparently.
Yeah.
Well, sorry, I asked because it's important because Monkey is Ben's arch nemesis. Ben has an arch nemesis, and his name is Monkey.
The camera
Sorry.
is not a very scary nemesis, but anyway.
Yeah. So yeah, there's the guy I don't particularly like. We'll call him D, and there's the lady with us who we'll call C. She was very pretty, and I noticed her kind of, I don't know, just looking at me for a bit longer than is usual. Just sort of like,
She was like, "I'm a hoe. I could do with a hoe slayer."
Turn me into a housewife, please.
So yeah, and we chatting and stuff, drinking some more. We
As
move on
one
to another bar.
does. Is that like
Yeah.
orgy prep? If you were to do this in like a 3-step, would it be ask some people over, hang out, chill, drink, and then would it be step 2, add some more people, drink, chill, drink, add some more? How does it go? Like at what point are you like, this is enough?
Well, it goes a lot like that, but it was all very accidental and unplanned. So I was actually hoping to meet one of his other friends, but he wasn't there. So
Damn, you put it all out there for the team, and not everybody showed.
But yeah, no, that dude weren't there, but that doesn't matter. So, yeah, like, I got chatting to Seymour, you know, she's a very clever lady and very pretty, and as it turns out, I will do more or less anything for a pretty girl. It's dangerous.
Oh, really?
So,
Hey, girl.
so
Shipping
you
anything
know.
over to the U.S. anytime soon? Eh? Eh? We take out of towners.
So we getting, you know, we chatting a lot, we getting close. She's very touchy, and we go out for a cigarette. Me, her, and pathetic guy, and
Pathetic guy.
you know, and we get to kissing as you do. And you know, she's like super complimentary, like, "Oh yeah, you're so pretty," and I'm like, "Oh, because I'm not like, I don't know. My experience with women is minimal, unfortunately. So I've only
Gotta
really been with a
change
few
that.
girls.
Wife, get it on your to-do list. More girl on girl for Laura.
I'll put it on my keep list that I keep on my front page.
Good. There you go. Good. There you go. Don't
So,
get it confused
yeah.
with back page.
So yeah, I'm fully bowled over. You know, attractive lady paying attention to me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so and then yeah, she starts making out with pathetic dude as well, and I'm kind of like, ew. Well, you know, if that's your thing, then that's fine. But
I thought this was the thing just a second ago. Now you're hoeing and going on me, and I don't know what to do with it.
so it was confusing.
Yes, I would have been confused too.
And yeah, we drank in some more. Gets a little blurry at this stage, but we end up at somebody's house. Whose house? Don't know. But,
No. Still? Don't know?
I think it was on Monk's Road somewhere. That's all I got.
That's where everybody ends up when they're shit-faced in Lincoln, Monk's Road somewhere.
Sounds right. So,
Monk's Road, noted.
yeah, so we're in this person's house, and, you know, we're listening to music, we're getting closer, we're all hanging out on the bed and stuff, so there's me. I don't know where Dale went home perhaps, don't know.
Dale bounced. Dale's just like, I know it's coming and I ain't gonna chill for it.
Ooh, you know, Dale's been in this situation before with me, but that's another story.
Dale's like, every time I hang out with you, an orgy breaks out.
He's
Why?
not invited.
He's like, stop.
To be fair, he
Walk
could have
away
stayed.
right
He would have been
before.
a contender.
So you're like, just stick around for the extra innings, fucker.
Does he look like a Viking?
You know, Dale's a good boy. So, so yeah, there's myself. There's the lady C, pathetic guy D.
Right, their sucking
then-
face.
He's
they
just
just-
sort of there. He's messing around on the computer, putting music on. And then there's these two old fat dudes from the bar. They're talking about gardening or something. I don't know.
Gardening?
Nice.
Yeah, I feel like they felt like they should have left long ago, but they're still here, so let's just stick with the British awkwardness.
From dust we shall return. They're like, let's think about the dirt for a minute. Because we're going to be in it soon, decomposing with it.
And yeah, for some reason Monkey is there. He's a bit of a character in Lincoln. You always can spot him because he's real tall, real lanky, real skinny, proper streak of piss. So,
Proper streak of piss. Did I get that correct?
Yes.
I'm using that. I'm bringing that to the US. Thank you, Laura. You're a proper streak of piss.
And
Heard?
that is...
You heard that?
that is also Ben's argument.
streak of piss.
And Ben hates him deeply. He has
Yeah.
a deep hatred.
I already don't like this guy.
Not many people
No
do.
one does. Yeah.
Like I like Ben, so I don't like this person. So
Yeah. So, and then there's another guy there who I don't know at all. He's okay looking, but not my type. So the only person really I have any interest in is C. So, and she takes all of her clothes off.
Did everybody clap? We're like, yeah.
I'm gonna clap. I'm gonna clap.
No, no. Most
The
people were
clubs
kind
are
of just
on.
like,
What?
the guys are like, so gardening, eh? Blah, 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 blah. I don't know.
Dude, you're like, I'm trying to do some gardening right now, actually.
Although none required. So
Nice.
so yeah, we fooling around and stuff.
And stuff is the good part.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
got a real how can I put this without sounding like a creepy old man? Can I don't know.
She's got a what?
Your woman say automatically won't sound like a creepy old man.
That's true.
But she's got such a tiny, neat little vag. It's delightful.
It's like perfect and little and like all kept up in there.
I always feel like that though when I'm with a woman because I'm used to men where it's a whole mess of elbow scrag down there. But yeah, with women it's so neat. It's so tiny. It's so
Like it conforms. It's like, aww.
as Bill Hicks would put it, it's like cotton candy framing a paper cut.
Because you're so cute and little.
So, so yeah, we're rolling around, fooling around, and yeah, other mystery guy. Yeah, don't know who he is, so we'll call him Mystery Guy. So he takes his shirt off and starts making out with C, and I'm like, well, this is fine, but you know, I'm not really interested in you, so I kind of just sat there for a bit.
He was alone in front of boning.
Yeah, so you know, fine. But yeah, I didn't know him like at all, so he didn't
Like,
seem
I really
interested
didn't
in
want
me,
it.
So that's, yeah, so that's fine. So he wasn't interacting with me at all.
Yeah.
So I'm just kind of like,
The intricacies of an orgy. Where do I go? Who do I do? Where
yeah, when you've only really like one person there.
And then you're
Yeah, it's
sitting
like,
there and you're
I
like,
gotta
I don't even
dodge.
know where I am though.
I gotta dodge all of you motherfuckers just to get her.
So,
Pound through the dicks to get to the pussy. I know how it feels, girl. I hear you.
Start slapping them around.
That's right. Bat those
Bat in the
fuckers
side.
down for the good shit. You take that 10.
so I was kind of by myself at one point, and I'm just like, oh.
Well done.
And so yeah, pathetic guy. He decides to join in by eating me out. And yeah, I don't really care for him at all, but you know what? His head game was strong, so I'm like, okay, fine. I don't care for you, but he's like still fully clothed and everything. He just wants to be a part of things.
She was like, I don't want anything to do with you, but I'm gonna look past some of what's happening right now because what's happening right there is all right. It's not the best,
Yeah.
but it's acceptable behavior.
It's a mixed bag.
It's a mixed bag, like a pinata vagina.
Yes. But yeah, I was only peripherally aware of this at the time, but Pathetic Guy was like filming us and taking pictures and things. And I'm like, you best not put that on the internet or nothing stupid. And he's like, no. I'm like, fine. So,
Dude, you're brave. I would have been like, hold on, you forgot this really great angle.
yeah.
You don't take a fucking know this about me, fuckers. You ever take a photo or a video of me, I will fucking find it. I've literally hired a service to find any fucking shred of evidence of photos.
Wow.
Because someone once took a video I didn't know about. And it was set up with a camera in his room. A guy that I dated for a year before I ever found out about this. Like this, we had a long relationship before I ever knew. And it popped up online and was immediately retracted once my team had to be hired. Like, seriously, it was sent to me by a friend of a friend, which meant it was that far out there.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I was like, and I actually really wasn't doing anything horrible,
No.
but I was doing something I didn't want shown. I certainly
No.
didn't know I was being recorded.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Yeah, like if I'm okay with it, cool. Oh.
Yeah.
Do you have screening
Yeah.
on your kids' end? Or somebody?
Yeah, right next to a school. Let me shut the window.
What were we talking about? We were talking about...
Can we clap that?
Yeah,
Should we clap that?
yeah. What were we just talking about, though? We were just talking about...
Laura's telling us her orgy
We're still in
story.
the orgy.
Yes. So, he went down on you.
Yeah, so I was like, well, yeah, I don't really care about you, but fine. You know, this is fine.
Head game was strong, you
So,
said.
Head game strong.
Okay. But
So-
then what happened with Chickadee?
Well, see, she like, I don't know, she grew tired of all this awkward orgying, so she just like got up and she's like, oh, I need some juice. And then she like marched downstairs naked to try and procure juice.
Nice. It's a subtle bailout. Nice. Well done.
Yeah. So I'm just sort of naked on the bed, just like, Humpty-Dum. Shall I get dressed? Are we going?
Are we going or are we blowing?
So yeah, Monkey was there, and then he just like takes his clothes off and then gets into the bed, and I'm like, no. So he just like, and then gets out of the bed.
She was like waiting for somebody to tap it, but then she's like, accept you. Step back, fat Jesus, not you.
So,
I was just, all right.
She was like, I was looking for actual offers, fucker.
So, yeah, I think eventually I got up, I got dressed, I went home, and I ate a cup of tea and some biscuits.
That is
Wow.
so freaking British.
That is like, I feel like that is the way you guys Waffle House. You know, you like sum up your night at 2 a.m. and instead of talking to like a toothless waiter with over like fucking covered and capped, you're like, oh, the tea is so delicious. Earl Grey, excellent. It's gonna really kick off my evening. I just know I'm really gonna wind down after that. Oh, it's got caffeine. Too far. Like, what do you fucking people do when you're high?
Sometimes we drink tea and have biscuits.
What's a biscuit? Is it an actual, like, is it
It's a cookie. It's a cookie.
It's a cookie.
Mhm.
Yeah, they don't have
biscuits then. I actually
They
like
don't have-
biscuits.
They don't have
No, we don't.
biscuits. They don't have biscuits.
I will never
No.
move. I will
They
never
do
move
have-
out there. You just killed it.
They have scones, but they're not the same at
No,
all.
it's not
They're
the
not even
same.
close. But they
don't
do
have
have
biscuits.
biscuits, so I can make my own.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I can make them from
So-
scratch, but like then then I'm doing the housewife thing, and that's gonna set expectations for people, and like they're gonna think I can do things for them.
Just
and
make
that-
them and eat them all yourself.
Yes.
Be like, they're gone.
Laura,
Sorry.
Laura needs to be like, she needs to be like co-conspirator of this group now. I think we need to start branching out. In fact, I started thinking about this the other day. We need more tits on this team. There aren't enough tits
Hey.
on
Yes.
this team, okay? I love Laura. She's adorable. And she's hiding all of the knowledge within that tiny little bob that she's got going on there. And so we need to bring her in on the ground floor of this. I was thinking about my little sister, who I'm calling Hard Knocks, because that bitch is nuts. We have blue-haired Betty, who's like on the DL over there, and I feel like, yeah, we have to bring her in, and we're gonna double team her because like she needs to meet you.
Nice.
Your hair and her hair, it's gonna be like a hair off. I don't even know who's gonna win. And I'll just stand back here and I'll just be a blonde reformer. I'll be like the one that's just, sorry, I'm just like this. And then Laura will be on my team though because she's got the blonde bob. So wait, okay, post orgy, how do you like coffee after that? Are you like, oh, sorry, tea. How do you have tea after you've orgied with a couple of people then? Is it just like whatever?
Yeah, I went home and yeah, I fancied a snack. And
Yeah,
a drink,
I think
so-
No, but with
It's
them.
Laura. She's gonna. Oh, you mean like when she sees them again? after
Yeah,
that?
like wasn't that like, hey, I've seen your vagina recently? Like,
yeah, well, a couple of weeks after that, I had some new friends.
I'll bet. I'll bet you made all sorts of attention out of it. Like, you better check out what this girl's working with.
So, but yeah, these were new friends, as in like they weren't at the orgy, you know. These are new people, you know, trying to make a good impression.
Got
And,
it.
you know, we're at that polite stage where you're like, oh, excuse me, oh, thank you very much. Oh,
Bro, super proper. Can't do the
Yeah.
accidental boob nip slip. Got it. I'm with you. You'd be like,
yeah, we out at
oh.
the. So we're at the same bar, incidentally, that we began in the other time.
Oh wow, it's a lucky place.
Right? What bar was this? Let's go
on
there.
Monk Street? Is this on the Monk?
It is
No,
the
Monk's
Jolly
Road
Brewer.
just has. Oh, the brewer.
We all go there, so that's standard.
Yeah. The brewer's like a staple.
So a couple
Really?
weeks later, she started to tell us. We keep interrupting. We're so fucking bad.
I'm sorry. I think we're terrible.
I know.
Oh, it's all right. So yeah, I'm there with my new friends, and who I kind of know from uni, and we're having a chat and having a drink and getting to know each other. And yeah, pathetic guy comes over, and I'm just like, oh, hello.
Oh no.
Yeah. It's like, oh hey, and so they sit down and start talking because pathetic guy seems to know everyone, or he acts like he does. I don't know. So
do I know Pathetic Guy? Have I met
No.
Pathetic Guy? Okay, cool.
Okay.
You know,
cool.
if I did. No, because if I did and he was still around Lincoln, every time I saw him, I'd be like, how's it going, Pathetic Guy? And they'd be like, what are you talking about? And I'm like,
didn't even
"Nothing."
know his fucking show title. And he was just like, that's kind of fucked up that she just said that, isn't it? And there's the other guy be like, yeah, it's really messed up, man. So it wasn't awkward. Well, man, you.
well, no, it became awkward.
Oh.
So yeah, I went to the bar or I went to the bathroom or something. I left them alone with him.
With awkward guy.
With
Yeah.
Pathetic Guy.
With pathetic guy.
And I came back,
God, I did that wrong
and
so bad.
he was just sort of like, exiting our group, sort of leaving the table. And yeah, my new friend, who I've known not very long at all, this is probably our second meeting, pathetic guy had shown them the orgy pictures that he had on his phone or something. He was just like, look at this, so my brand new friends get to see me. So they were just like,
Do you see our faces right now? We're both like fucking speechless, and we are not speechless bitches.
Fuck you!
That my head. I'm sorry, my mind was just like, oh, I hope he's still in Lincoln.
She's
Well,
like,
if we ever
tire
see him, I'll put him
fire
up
on
here.
air. Where are we gonna move? Where are we cooking?
Oh, this motherfucker's gonna pay.
Did he really fucking do that? He fucking did that right there, right then, when you were in the bathroom?
yeah, and I was just kind of like, what the fuck are you doing?
Dude, he
Were
would have
they-
broken
were they-
jaw.
I know, right? Were they like, what the fuck are you doing when he showed it to him? Were they like, did they call him
A
out?
little bit, yeah.
Good.
They're just like, we don't really know her that well.
Oh
What?
shit!
Oh my god.
Like, we don't want to see her vagina.
No.
We're like, we just met. Let's wait. We had these 2
Yeah.
beers waiting still. Let's get through rounds.
Yeah.
Wow. So what did you do?
What a piece of shit.
What did I do? I didn't do anything. I don't know.
Oh, he's got it coming.
I know. Hi,
Those-
nice to meet you. My name is Karma.
Right? Dude, that's fucking not okay.
I can't even decide. I have so many revenge scenarios going on in my head right now. I can't decide which one to go with, really.
this is
Because
why
there's
I
a lot
love
of
her.
possibilities here, especially because it was so long ago. He doesn't know me.
Right, he
that
won't
he's
ever
gonna have
see
no
it
idea.
coming.
Yeah, he's gonna have no fucking idea.
He's just like, wait, what? Who?
Okay, so let's talk about that. I like that as a topic. Let's talk about going too far and what is okay and what isn't okay. Like, for example,
That is not okay.
That's not okay. Yeah, you shouldn't. For example, I mentioned earlier, okay, so someone took a video of me. I didn't even know there was a camera in the fucking room, let alone that there was a video in existence. And it can happen
Yeah.
that way. And so it's not like he was like, oh, come over here, and there was like a red light somewhere. I didn't
Yeah.
fucking know. And so like, has that been the only time? Have you ever run into that, Bongwater, where like someone?
Me personally?
Yeah. Have you ever like caught
No.
someone? No.
No,
Really?
not that I know of. No, but
So
I
you
think
were always
I think
aware that to your knowledge, you were always aware of anything that was
Yeah.
taken. Okay.
Absolutely, yeah, and you got to remember a lot of the guys that I've dated in the past were like sort of punk rock, poor like alternative guys, and that is not. They were all like feminist men, You know, like they
Oh,
would
yeah,
not
that wouldn't have been their
disrespect.
thing. Yeah.
That it was not their thing at all. Like, you know, I mean, and the guys that I were with that were assholes and were abusive and would have pulled shit like that didn't have the money for the setup. So,
Yeah.
Laura, are you drinking wine, coffee, or what is that?
Oh, it's cola, but now it's gone.
Oh, I got excited. I thought she was drinking early day wine. I live vicariously through other people's drinking habits because I don't drink.
Oh.
do you want me to go pour myself an early day rum and coke to have with you here?
Do you feel like you need that just to be around me now? You need a drink to put up with me? Is that
No,
how it
I'm
is?
just trying to be I'm just trying to be helpful because you said you live vicariously through other people's
I
drinking
do, but I don't
habits.
need you to get a habit on behalf of me either.
Oh, I couldn't afford to have a habit. I don't see how alcoholics do it. Like, booze is so expensive.
Okay, well, so is crack, and I don't see how crackheads do it. Like, I don't know how they live. I don't know how they sleep. I don't know how they eat. I don't know how they.
I do.
How?
They steal stupid shit and trade it to their dealers. Like, back in the States, they would steal like air conditioner wall units and shit and trade it for crack. Like anything that's not nailed down.
But like meat from the supermarket.
So it's
Yeah,
kinda
shit like that. Yeah, anything. Yeah.
It's kind of like a pawn shop, but like you get hard
But with
drugs
crack.
that will end your life in exchange for whatever you hand over, which could be like a car one day and like a fucking remote the next.
Yeah.
Be like, this is the best goddamn remote. Where's the TV? Oh, that doesn't matter. This is the remote.
Yeah.
I woke up one morning at a fucking house I was crashing out and my microwave was gone. And I was just like, where's my microwave? And they're like, oh yeah, we sold it.
Dude, that
I was
really
like,
is
"Oh."
true, though. They just jack your shit, and then you find out about it, and you're like, who has it? And they're like, the dealer.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
You're like,
I
"Oh,
want my shit back,
okay,
though.
then.
Fuckers. Okay, any good stories, Laura? I mean, you did tell us about an orgy. That's a pretty fucking good story.
Oh, no, it's your turn.
Mine?
It's your turn because you wanted to talk about exes.
Oh, I did want to talk about exes.
You wanted to talk about exes.
Yeah, but I didn't want to lead. I want somebody else to talk about their ex first, because I already know about my exes.
Well, like, because I know you wanted to touch on communication today and lack thereof. So do you want,
I'm communicative.
like, an ex that is an ex because of a breakdown in communication, or did you want to just talk about psychotic
like all
exes?
of them. No, just kidding. No, I think really, if you want my honest opinion, I'm only half joking on that. I really think a lot of the relationships that I've been in broke down because of communication issues. Like, I felt like I was
absolutely.
trying to fucking communicate, and they were trying to, I don't know, either annoy the fuck out of me or not communicate at all. I don't know which it was gonna be, but it was like always one of the two. And I don't know what I'm like to be with, you know, but I know how I behave because I'm still me. So I mean, like, I don't try and blow up, like, for example, I don't try and blow up a guy's phone or a chick's phone because I miss them or whatever. Like, I'm not gonna send you 20 texts saying blah, 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 I'm insane. And
If I miss you, I'll just text you and be like, I miss you, and put like a little heart and a smiley face. And,
Yeah, I'll do
like,
that.
that's it.
Yeah, just I'll let you know that
Just
I'm
letting you
thinking
know,
of
you know?
Because, but I think, okay, so I was talking a little bit about my little sister briefly. Communication's a huge issue that she struggles with in her relationships. She'll say that. And I think that I struggle with it too, and I'm wondering if it's a fucking family problem. But, you know, one thing that she was saying is she's like, the pattern, like how often I need to talk versus how often the guy needs to be in touch with me are like wildly different. She's like, I need like a lot more reassurance, and she's like, some of that is my insecurity and some of that is just because I like it. And
well, does she say that to the guy though?
Yes. And yet
that's good.
Yet his communication pattern is still what it is, which is pretty kind of like informal, not super. I mean, he's consistent in that she knows he will communicate. But like there could be long periods of time between conversation. Like, I'll put it to you this way. We've talked more on some days than they have. You and I.
All right.
So you know, when is it, do you feel like there's like a line between what's too much communication and if there's no line?
I don't. Excuse me. I think that it's a compatibility thing. I think that there are, like, when me and Ben first got together, you know, I have a disclaimer before I start dating anyone seriously, where I lay out all of my crazy habits and all my weird shit and all the gross stuff I do. It's like, this is what you're signing up for. So going further, if any of this bothers you, you've only got yourself to blame.
You knew. And I'm like that too. I'm like, this is it. This is really it.
Yeah. And they always do the same thing. They're always like, oh yeah, no, I like that. I like that. I like that. And you're like, no, you don't understand.
Yeah, no, I'm like, I'm damaged as fuck. No, you don't. Wait a second.
All right.
Mom life. You can have anything you want that I don't have to cook. That's how you know. So you think it's a compatibility issue? Or thing, not necessarily an issue. Yeah. Because if you find the right person, obviously.
Yeah, exactly. Well, when I did my disclaimer, Ben did his own little disclaimer. And he was like, I've had people break up with me because they say I'm clingy. Because I'm really clingy. I'm super lovey-dovey. I always want to cuddle. I'm always like that. And I was like, right, that's perfect. We're perfect for each other. And he is that way. And so we text each other and message each other the right amount of times and things like that work for us because we're both super cuddly, lovey-dovey, message every day and call each other. Every day when he's on his way home from work, he calls me and talks to me while he's driving home.
That's true.
It's very sweet. I love that.
It is. And you know what? There are times, and I've told her this, there are times like when there have been a couple times he's been on the show and whatnot, and he will just say something really fucking cute. And about her, and you could just, every fucking woman that I've ever met wants to be talked about that way, whether she admits it or not, whether she wants it from a man or a woman, she does want it. She does fucking want it. And I like that magnetism that the two of you have, I think is adorable.
It's never gone away over all these years. We still act like, you know, that couple that's been dating for like 8 months and they're like, oh my God, they're so great. I just love them so much. Blah, blah. But we've been like that for like 10 years, which is why we don't have many friends. Because people get sick of our shit.
Well, but it's good because, like, and you're really real. Like, you've told me, you're like, oh, when we fight, you're like, we fight really just so we have to make up after. You're like, we have to. Yeah.
There's kind of a freedom in knowing that you are both in it for the long haul, and there's absolutely no way, bar some extreme thing that would make you guys break up. Because when you argue, there's no fear of a breakup, and there's no like, I'm getting fed up and I'm leaving. You can just like yell at each other, just full on go, and then be like, I feel better now. You know, I needed to get that out.
It's interesting you say that. I don't have that. I've never had that.
It's great.
I have never. No, it is. I've always wanted to be able to. Not that I want to fight with somebody, but if I ever fought with someone, I would want to know that they would still be there at the end of it. And I've never felt that way. In fact, in most arguments, most people, I don't really let things get to the argument level, but if they do, I'm not backing down, and it's not going to be pretty. And barring love, if I fucking love you, I will make all sorts of accommodations I have no business making. I do.
I think everybody does that.
No, I really fucking do. I bought a dude a heart. And cleared out my bank account and lost my whole fucking livelihood because of it. I'm telling you, I make shit decisions when I'm in love. Now I'd never do that again. And it's like, but, you know, do you think, I was like, you know what? And I feel like women would understand this more than men. I was literally starved, emotionally starved from love at that point. I was fucking desperate to feel that emotional connection, and this guy just happened to be fucking gorgeous, and he was all about me. Like, from the get-go, he would, like, notice things about me that no one had ever given a shit about.
Yes, that's a big one. That is a
huge for me. It was huge, and I've been really neglected. I didn't see it then, and I didn't realize that I was emotionally barren at the time, but I see it now.
Yeah.
And I think that's what would keep me leery of it. You know, like I would be able to keep that barrier. But one of the things that I was just wondering is like, have y'all ever moved forward with someone or perhaps taken someone back that you shouldn't have because you were emotionally starved at the time? You just felt like this absence and you were just willing to grab it.
Oh, loads of times. When I was younger, I was terrible for going back to exes and getting back together and then we break up, then we get back together, and then we break up. I mean, I was terrible for doing that because even if I'm mad at them or I'm done with them, there's still that part of me. I know you guys have probably heard a lot from the other episodes about my current ex. Like, I've gotten over that, but there's that noticeable absence that just it bugs me, you know, and I'm terrible for just accepting people back that I shouldn't, you know.
It's hard.
I have an issue. I have an issue with I don't have an issue with accepting, like, when it's over. Like, I know chicks sometimes struggle with that. It's like, I fucking probably knew before he knew. Lily knows this about me. I'm very ritualistic. So if I break a pattern, it sends off alarm bells to people. Well, I was like, at one point, I realized I was kind of behaving that way to keep someone around that I shouldn't have at the time. And it wasn't until I started recording that I started taking a little bit more inventory about myself. Because you have to hear your life back, and sometimes it's not pretty. There are plenty of fucking recordings that never made it to air and will never make it to air for various reasons.
You're just like, oh no.
Life fucking happens in the middle of these recordings. And I think that maybe I should be a little bit more real about that. Or about, like, the fact that my life it's not fucking perfect, guys. Dude, I am fucking damaged. What you see on Instagram is a real thing. It's a real thing. Like, that's really me. I hide everything else, like, on Facebook because I've seen that shit used against me by fucking family members.
It's always family members, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm like, fuck off with all your noise.
You know what we should do? Your family members that pulled that shit? We should get my crazy uncle to go and, like, set up shop in their back garden. Yeah, he can put his little, like, doomsday prepper spot, and, like, they can prep and be miserable together, and, like, have a bunker, and then nobody communicates. We can send, like, a baby little EMP right there, so that none of them can communicate to the outside world. This is great. This is like Cloverfield Lane, but better, because we're choosing who goes in. Oh, I love this idea. Anybody else who were voting in? Who would you put in a fucking capsule? A time capsule, be like, bye.
Ooh.
Could be famous, could be somebody you know, anybody. I'm juicing on ideas right now. I'm coming out. Right now, I'm thinking fucking Miley Cyrus has to go. First one out. She goes in there. And also, bonus, whoever we don't like that's already in there is going to be miserable. And she'll be blowing them for a minute, and then they're going to be miserable after.
Yes.
Bono. I nominate Bono.
Perfect. Musical misery. Let's do this. Laura, you're up.
I think pretty much any TV chef.
Oh, yeah. Who's the rapey one who just got fucking clipped? Batali.
Really? I didn't hear about this.
He's on the rape list. Yeah, he's on the rape list. Hold on. I've got the fucking, this is a thing.
Oh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
He was the Iron Chef. Now he's getting the Iron Chef. Up the bunghole. Iron Chef rape? I'm just gonna Google that because I don't know what else to. I suck at Googling.
Dude, you know what?
Yeah. It actually came up right away.
Oh, no.
Mario Batali accused of sexual assault, drugging woman in rape room.
Oh, lovely.
He has a rape room?
Let's read further, ladies and gentlemen.
You know that you gotta really commit to that to build a whole fucking room for it.
Bitch went over to Babbo, which is on Waverly Place. I guess it's a place he owns. Blah, 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 blah. Second floor, chef's table, drinking wine. You know the grill. Girl meets chef. Girl wants to leave. Guy puts bag over her head, stuffs her in the closet for a few hours while the staff leaves, puts her in the freezer, thaws her out. I woke up by myself on the floor. I don't know where I am. In an empty room, wooden floor. I see broken bottles. The first thing I think is I've been drugged. That was the first thing I thought. And then I thought I've been assaulted. And she said there were 2 areas that looked like DNA. Semen. They put that in quotations. I don't know why. And then they put it in
Why did they?
like, we know
Who
the
wrote
word,
this article?
guys. Oh, it gets worse. Batali stepped down from his restaurant empire last December after being accused of sexual assault by a number of women and issued an apology for his years of inappropriate behavior.
He issued an apology for raping multiple fucking women.
He's like, wait,
Literally
hold
in
on.
fucking jail.
He's like, oh, my bad. My bad.
Like, I'm sorry, it's not what you think. Well, it is, but I had the creme brulee ready every night at 5. So I just want you to know that whatever I put in her asshole was non-consensual, and I'm sorry. What?
What is that?
What?
How does one issue an apology for something?
Celebrity apologies are always so, like, pithy and pathetic.
They are. So,
I guess she worked there because then, like, he tried cutting her shift. Oh, I'm not surprised. Maybe he was like, let me just get you off the market now. I want to get you out of the way. Yeah. She goes, and apparently she confronted him. She goes, I asked him what happened last night, and he just went silent, wouldn't talk to me. Following her shift, she called a crisis hotline, got examined at a hospital, and spoke to NYPD. Oh, this happened in NYPD. They don't fuck around with rape. They really don't. I know somebody who still works in it, and it is, to my knowledge, I don't know like people in other departments, but like based on the swiftness, I mean, there's only so much they can do, and that's true. But like the swiftness and the aggressiveness that they seem to, they like attack a case.
Yeah, they're like legendary throughout the states.
Yeah, they are.
Especially like compared to
specifically, their SV unit specifically.
Yeah, whereas LAPD sucks a fat cock.
And you know, Dallas cops are hilarious because they're like, as long as you're not too messed up, we're good. Like,
Dallas cops
shit
are
up.
great, dude.
Like, they don't want you blowing shit up, and you're good.
I smoked weed with a Dallas cop once. I was standing in an alleyway on Deep Ellum, smoking a joint, and we were passing it around, and this cop walks up, and is like, well, I'm about to go to jail. And he's like, hand it here. And we handed it to him, and he hit it, and he passed it. We were like, oh my god!
Okay, I have a story. Ooh, I have a story. This is gonna give me away, though. It's definitely gonna give me away. People are gonna know. This might be special bonus content. We'll see. So Shade has a story about this time that she was dating an ex, and it was the night before Valentine's Day. And we went out and we pre-gamed, but before we went out is the important part, actually, a lot of the important part, because 2 magnums of wine and me hung out.
Oh, God.
And I was still drinking at the time, so I could hold my own on, like, a average size bottle of wine, like, be good. I could still be straight, like, really.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't have driven, but I would have still been fine enough to, like, go out and felt, like, I would have remembered everything kind of thing. I never blacked out my whole life. Which is true. At the time. Until this time. So, but I got the fucking play-by-play after the fact, which is the good story. So, we're pre-gaming, X is over, I'm feeling sad. Because, like, this is the guy that I had no business getting back with, that I got back with. Don't do it. Don't ever fucking do it, ladies. If he's a shitty guy when you leave him, he's a shitty guy when you get back with him. Don't fucking do it. His dick is not that good. Even if it is that good, it is not that worth it. I promise you.
Nah, there are toys that make up for it.
That's
it's
right.
fine.
Shout out to Lilo and the smart one. I am purchasing you this fucking weekend. I am. It's my birthday this weekend.
Are you?
Yes, it's
Are
my
you getting one this
birthday.
weekend?
It's my birthday.
Oh,
That's
you're
how I'm
gonna love it.
Yeah.
That it is like amazing.
Girlfriend's got to make some new noises for her 31st because it's not a speed bump birthday, as I've been told. So since my 30th was like total shit and I got just yelled at and screamed at the whole day, I want to actually have fun. So back to the story. So I pre-gamed. I am fully lubed up. We get in an Uber. Okay, it's me, my friend, my ex at the time boyfriend, and we've just started dating. So like I am trying to kind of like, I don't know fucking why I would do this. This sounds like such a stupid thing to do, but I was trying to like mentally, I wanted to win him back. Never again did I repeat that behavior, and never before was I ever like that. I'll never do that. You fucking leave me, bye. It's fine. You take it. It's all right. Whoever next can have that mistake. So we're out. It's somebody's birthday, and they're having like some sort of like what do you call it? A treasure hunt, but it's like they call it something else.
A scavenger
hunt. Thanks, wifey. I love you.
No problem. I love scavenger hunts.
Me too. Okay, so
fun.
it was somebody's birthday. We were having a scavenger hunt. There's like a long table of people, and I'm feeling generous because I just got paid, right? Yay, me! So I buy a round for everybody, and I buy another round for like the smaller group of us because we're all like talking privately. Otherwise, I would have been looking like an asshole. And I had another pint of beer and 2 shots of Fireball. And mind you, 2 magnums of wine. Oh, and then somebody else handed me a cider beer. And that's the last
I
thing
love
I
cider.
remember.
I could do with a cider right now.
So
Laura always gets the best cider, so.
Do you? I like cider.
She does.
I don't drink, but I do like cider beer. I mean, I would for that. It would be good. I'd drink your cider beer.
It's every time I go to her house, she's like, I have this cider, and it's like, ooh.
Okay. So then I am now officially blitzed. I am fucked up, and there are photos of me. This is how I know I was really fucked up. There are photos of me like on my friend, like on her, like I'm like, because I secretly just wanted to like hold her boobs for a second. I just wanted. I mean, it really wasn't a secret. I told her all the time how hot she was. So anyway, long story short, then we begin the scavenger hunt and we go mobile. I don't remember this. The last thing I remember is that beer I told you about. Okay, so fast forward. It's the next morning. I am on a couch, but I'm sitting up, okay? And I've got hay on me. Hay. Okay? Like horse hay. And my dog is looking at me like, I fucking am judging the fuck out of you right now, Mom. The fuck out of you right now. Then I look down, I'm like fully clothed. I'm like, well, this was a bad night for me. And then my boyfriend is sitting behind me all passed out, just like, I don't know, not wearing hay. So I know we didn't have a roll in the hay, so this was only fun for one of us. So this is what actually happened. Walking down the street, I don't know how I was doing that. Eventually, I guess my body was just like, nope, I can't.
Just marches you off home.
Dude, no. I guess I was like, hey guys, I think I've been drinking too much. And they're like, yeah. And at that point, I laid down just on the street. Like a fucking homeless person, just like, this is my nap time. And I like laid down, and then they were like, and then my boyfriend like picks me up. I'm like, the Dallas cops come by. Shout out to Dallas cops. It's cool as fuck. Obviously, I am drunk in public, at least drunk in public. Yeah. Okay? And these 2 cops come by, they're like, wow, she's really fucked up, huh? And the other one goes, oh, she was fucked up an hour ago. This is something else. And then they're like, here, let me help. The 2 cops help my friend and my boyfriend. They're like, here, get her over to like a chair. So like, I guess they put me on a park bench. Yeah. And then I fall over, and cause like, I guess I was like on the downward end, and the the cop goes, why don't you just like prop her up so like nobody knows how fucked up she is? Like instead of arresting me,
Who else could know? They're already the cops.
right? I was like, who do I have to worry about? But yeah, and then an Uber was called. I was like shoved into a car, but that wasn't the end of my night. As it turns out, I went looking for a bathroom because I'm a responsible drunk. Because even in my blackouts, I will not trash your house. But what I will do is find the barn. And I did not know this about me, but I am so much of a horse girl that I will go piss in a fucking hay. I'll go piss in the hay. I'll go fucking piss in your hay if I have nowhere else to go. Apparently, I thought I took the door on the left instead of the door on the right, and one was to the bathroom and one was not. And the one was not, I ended up rolling in the hay, pissing out there, I guess, and I found my way back in and back to the couch, everything, all of that. Like, wow, go me. But, yeah, no.
You are a trooper.
That was my only blackout, and that's how you know you shouldn't drink, and that's when I started winding down. I was like, oh, God. I only have one story like that, though. That's my only blackout story.
Well, I mean, at least it's a good blackout story.
I
Instead of like, yeah, I got
the other
blackout
way
drunk.
is pretty good from a cop. It's not bad.
That's Dallas cops are like that because Dallas is a massive party city. I've taught like, I remember the first rave I went to. I took this really strong acid called White Fluff.
Sorry to leave you hanging, boys, but this is it for this week. Stay tuned for another episode of Daddy Issues with part 2 of Girl on Girl on Girl, featuring Laura on Daddy Issues. Thanks for joining us. Brought to you by the Damaged Goods Network. To find other damaged shows, please visit damagegoodsinc.com. Click, play, obsess.